Hello karters, welcome to another video. I'm your host, Min Sheikh, and today we're going to review CKB Autoreille. This track was actually suggested to me by Elias on TikTok, so if you don't follow me on TikTok, do that now. The content I put there is just karting, because, you know, karting is life. As always, this is not a sponsored video, I pay for my own sessions. Which reminds me, are you subscribed to this channel? If you're not, please consider doing so because it really helps. Thanks. Without any further ado, let's get into the track. As you get to the CKB, you enter through these gates and you go all the way around the right hand side of the building until you reach the car park, which is huge. This is actually also works as a paddock, so plenty of space for you to park your car. You then make your way to this outside area in which you will find the podium, as always, and as you walk in you will find the welcome area, in which you'll be able to buy your sessions and get things going. They have multiple packs that you can buy. We went for the €141 pack, which is essentially 4 sessions, 1 270cc and 3 Rotax sessions. We ended up not driving all the sessions because it was snowy, but they did credit it back into our account. So it's not like if you buy it, you need to use them straight away, which is really cool because that's super flexible. You then have the packs of sessions for the 270cc's. You then have the packs of sessions of kids of 7 to 12 years old. A really interesting option is these gift cards that they have, but also you can buy bundles of sessions, which is pretty interesting if you're thinking of coming here often. You then have sessions for little kids. This starts at 3 years old until 6 years old. These are the electrical karts. They have a little outside track for it. And finally, here are the prices for the 2-seater. All of these prices can be found on the CKB website. Once you're done with the purchase of the sessions and sorting all that stuff out, you will get a briefing from the track marshal, who will explain you all the etiquette necessary for this track in specific. Choose your helmet if you don't have one. After that, you'll be able to sit on your kart and just hit the road. For the eagle-eyed amongst you, you'll notice that I'm running 2 GPSs. A review on 2 different apps will be coming soon, so stay tuned on that one. Once you're done with your session, you'll get your results via email, paper, app. I only have the app here, but you know how it goes. With a distance of about 1,100 meters, this is a old school, new school type of track that is profoundly technical, and this is not for the faint-hearted. You will find plenty of on-camber and off-camber situations that you will need to account for and you will need to adapt to. You need to be careful with these curbs because they do bite you back. So make sure that you drive clean and you drive well. You will also find an incredibly grippy tarmac. This is incredible. It looks like it has glue. It is bananas. Really, really good. So on a very cold day, on a very cold track, let's go for 1 lap of Autoreille. Going up here for the first right-hander cocktails. We follow up very soon, right after, with apostrophe right there. We now induce the rotation in the kart for wands and we keep it rotated until the next corner, which is soundtracks. We slow things down for this slow left-hander called athletes. Open up the steering wheel to prance and we go all the way through this fantastic straight. Now we're going to bakery, use all the width of the track, shift to the other side, darlings there, right after we have gnome, and right after that we have puff. Very interesting sequence of corners. We change things to bloke there, turn 11, and we now hit another left-hander here, which is promise, and we now prepare flighty there, and now we really are going to start picking up speed into molehill, now into the billows chicane right after the acids turn, and that is 1 lap of CKB, ladies and gentlemen. I went ahead and prepared a little sheet that contains all the names of the corners so that, you know, you take some notes on each corner and have a way of understanding a little bit what have you done and what you can do better. I hope this helps. Links down below. Regarding security, on the day that we went, there was not a lot of people on the track. It was just the three of us and another couple. And they have these ATVs, and the guy is super attentive. And he is always on the move, always ready to help. So it really provided us with a very good sense of security. In terms of barriers, they have these packed tires, and they have these puffy, packed barriers that are soft on impact, so those are pretty good. And they also have the normal tires. All in all, pretty decent setup. In terms of fleet, we start things off with a fleet of 25 270 cc's 4-stroke Saudi karts. We come across these very, very often. It's a great product. For the younger audience, we have these 200 cc's. They have a fleet of 10, 4-stroke engine. We see these quite a bit as well. And they also operate a fleet of 2 of these 2-seater karts, which are always great fun. I believe they have a 390cc engine, but yeah, I mean, these are just fun. A couple of these Kid Racers electric karts are available for children between 3 and 6 years old. These are pretty cool. They run on the little track on the Esplanade section of the track. Leaving the best to the end, they operate a fleet of 12 of these Rotax Evo 2-stroke engines, and these are just mesmerizing. They are fast, they are stable. This is the best thing out there in terms of rental, hands down. Notice the usage of wet rain tires on these karts. I've never seen this ever. The manager told me that they do this on very special days of races, and again, I've never seen this done. I'd really like to thank everyone at the CKB, especially Steve Garatou, the venue manager, for allowing me this experience. Although I did pay for all the sessions and all that, he did give me this great opportunity of driving on the track with wet tires, and it's just a massive privilege, something that I've never done before. It's important to acknowledge that. It goes to show that if you talk to people, you're polite. Steve understood that I have done a bit of road that specific day, and he wanted me to have the best experience possible. Really, really thankful, and it was a fantastic opportunity. All the karts are maintained in-house in this awesome garage that also maintains their professional competition team, so everything is running really, really well. Fantastic to see, and a true pleasure to drive these karts. This is a great segue into amenities because they actually operate an official Rotax center. So if you are doing competition, this is a great place to come and maintain and service your kart. All the equipment that you ever need, all the products, everything is there in stock, and this is really, really awesome. If you want to avoid the hassle of transporting your kart back and forth, you can leave it here at the track, pay a little fee, but they maintain your kart, they do all the maintenance necessary, so this is really, really interesting as well as a service. Moving on to the restaurant, this is great because they have actually a restaurant, so you can order stuff and the food is really good. The kids had chicken nuggets and they were delicious. They have these structures that you can get on top of through the stairs, and they provide great visibility over the track. If you're a coach or if you just want to look at people driving really fast, this is a great, great spot. Probably it could do with some shade, but it's pretty good. In discussion with the manager, he shared the expansion plans of the Esplanade. They are going to increase it ever so slightly over to the side of the track so that patrons can have a better view of the people going into the track and coming out of the track. Rotax Evos in the rain with wet tires on a race. Never heard of this. I mean, this is insane. It is incredible, and the fact that these guys do it, it's a great reason for you to go and visit it. Another very important positive is that all the staff is oriented to one goal, which is karting is about fun. Before doing lap times, before coming up number one, it's all about having fun, and that is the right mental attitude, and I really appreciate that they are so vocal about it. The track is super interesting. It has on-camber, off-camber type of situations, and you just get into a rhythm and you get into a flow. The tarmac is super grippy. You really need to go there and try it for yourself because it is really, really interesting. If you have your own kart, you can leave it there, so that is pretty good. That's a massive plus as well. Negative points for me, I wish the shop that they have there had more equipment for pilots, so a little bit more helmets and a little bit more equipment like that. Don't get me wrong, everything can be ordered and everything, you have a catalog and you can order stuff, but if you are in a pinch and you want something, it's kind of not there. So that's the only criticism I kind of do to the track. Prices are reasonable, but things can start piling up in terms of price, especially if you are going to drive the Rotax. You will want to drive the Rotax ones because they are bananas. That two-stroke engine, just hitting high RPM, it is addictive. So what's the rating? Rotax Evos on wet tires during wet races. Extremely grippy track. The fact that everybody of any age has the ability to drive, and the fact that they have the right mental attitude, this track is an effortless 9 in my book. Do you agree with me? You disagree with me? Have you visited the track? Leave it on the comments below. And here's a review of another track I've just done.